Obviously, as a team, we probably wouldn't have liked to lose a couple of wickets at the end there, but I think it's set it out pretty, clear for us in terms of there's a follow-on to get past and there's a score to get as close as we can. I think we're only a couple of partnerships away from that. And from a personal point of view, I'd like to be sitting here with 3 figures. But I thought how I played, I was pretty happy with it.
How frustrating was it to lose your wicket?
Yeah, disappointing. It wasn't a bad ball either. So it's one of those things. Sometimes you walk off and you can be pretty at peace with yourself.
Steve said yesterday that the players in England had to fall short of him probably working his favourite bits and they were targeting his stump and trying to nick him off. Did you feel a bit like that today, the way the players the Australians had to you?
Yeah, points. They set it out that pretty clearly what they wanted to do there. And on the surface that probably wasn't offering masses in terms of seam movement and that sort of stuff. It's probably not a bad plan, but at the same time, like Steve probably said, you're not worried about your off stump too much, and you can get in and under stuff and bat long periods of time. So it was a scrap. It was just, mentally challenging, but one that was quite enjoyable.
So far, the Australian attack so far, everything's been about control and discipline. Which stuff in there did you think that there were more scoring opportunities today?
I wouldn't say in particular, no. I think the way they bowl, they're a tough side to bat against. So, there's a lot of control there, like you say. Now we managed to get Mitch away a couple of times, and that was obviously good for us, and alleviating pressure. But I think they bowled pretty well as a unit.
Rory, you know Jason Roy very well. How's he faring at the moment? It's been a tricky series so far. Moved down to number 5, I suppose, but didn't quite work out today. But it was a nice shot beforehand. How's he faring, do you think?
Yeah, I think he's all right. He's still the same old Jason, which is what you like to see. He hasn't changed too much in terms of how he is off the park, so I think that's a good thing. Obviously, he'd like to score today. He got a good start, but it's one to build on.
David, take a couple more after this.
Rory, how tough is it going to be to save this game, do you think?
We've obviously got some work to do, but it's pretty clear what we need to do. We've got some batters left in the hutch, and there's 100 runs behind it, I think. That's a couple of good partnerships, and we're up close to them. Then we're asking them to make a play. So got to look at it from a positive aspect and see where we can get to.
And does the 4th innings at Headingley give you all sort of confidence that you can do well?
Yeah, definitely. I think the way that game went, I think anything's possible. And we're not that far behind in this fixture. Like I say, we're a couple of good partnerships away from making them make a play again. So it's about putting pressure back on them and playing well tomorrow.
Any more? Go on, Ali, go ahead.
Thanks. You're about 100 runs clear of all the other openers in the series combined. Have you got any reason, got any thoughts as to why that might be? And is that sort of surprise to you probably from where you were at the start of the series? You must be pretty pleased with
that. I can't really speak for the other guys. But from a personal point of view, I thought it was just about getting back to what I do well, focusing on my own game, going and seeking out the sort of help and guidance I needed from the right places, then just going and putting it into practice. And I think it's as much a mental switch as it is a technical things at times. So I just tried to get in amongst it and see where I got to, and luckily I'm doing okay at the minute.
We'll finish with Ian at the front here. Then we've got Mike.
Rory, just ask you, what's the pitch playing like? Is it still pretty good to bat on?
It's still a pretty good pitch to bat on. I think probably a little bit of bounce has sort of come out of it, particularly when the ball got a little bit older. It seemed to just stay a little bit lower unless it was really slammed in short. And there's a bit of spin there as well. It's quite a hard surface, so I think there'll be a bit of spin and bounce come days 4 and 5. But pretty typical Old Trafford surface.